Hello, San Diego. Thanks for joining us here on CBS 8 Plus. I'm meteorologist Sean Stiles with a look at your weather. And as we take a gander outside right now, we've had a few clouds drifting on by. It's kind of been one of those seesaw days where some sun's out, then the clouds roll in, back and forth, back and forth. We'll see a slightly improving weather pattern over the next couple days, but then by the time we get to Wednesday, we're going to start to see some significant weather coming into our area. As we look at things over the next 3 days, as I said, on again, off again, sun coming in, then mostly cloudy. And then by the time we get to Wednesday, finally, one of these atmospheric rivers looks like they could be poised to make their way into Southern California. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on that because we are so far behind on our rainfall totals. We're over 5 inches below where we should be. And when you only get 9.7 inches for your entire season, and really the end of the rainy season is showing up at the end of April, we need all the rain we can get. Current temperatures right now, mild in the East County, upper 60s. As you make your way towards the coastline, Mira Mesa at 63, but Del Mar 58, 62 downtown, 61 in Encinitas. So we've cooled off today because of that cloud cover not allowing the sun to create the radiational heating. Where there is some sunshine out in the deserts, it's 73 in the Borrego Springs area. Atmosphere is pretty clear. You can see all the way out to the Coronado Islands, the North Island in Mexico, as well as the South Island. Great place to go do some fishing for yellowtail. As the season gets rolling here, it'll start to pick up. Ocean, Mission, and Pacific Beach there. We're looking at Mission Bay if you're unfamiliar with what you're seeing, and this is a live shot from Mount Soledad. 62 right now, 70% is the humidity. The winds, they are calm. It's dead still out there, at least at the San Diego International Airport. Perhaps in your neck of the woods it's not, but at the San Diego International Airport it is. Overnight, we'll dip down to 33 in Ramona, but low 40s in the East County. As you make your way towards the coastline, we warm it up into the upper 40s, places like Encinitas at 50, but everyone's going to be a little bit below average. Daytime highs will be below average. Downtown San Diego, 62 tomorrow. Now, the 30-year average would be 67, I'm pretty sure. Getting close to when it ticks up to about 68 degrees. In inland, we definitely will not see warmer temperatures like we saw today. We'll stay in the low 60s. And out in the Borrego Springs area, that's where you want to head if you're looking for warm, 77 degrees. Surf, kind of fun, 2 to 4 feet. We've got a big high tide in the morning, draining to a negative tide at 229, a 1.2 negative. So great tide pooling. If you can get out there and check it out in the afternoon, or just a really nice walk on the beach, because the sun now is setting closer to 5:30 at night. I thought we'd look across the nation and see if there's any warm air anywhere, because we've really got a zonal flow marching across the country as a series of storms are coming out of the Pacific, and there's no big high pressure creating amplitude. So the cold air is sagging into the northern plain states, and then as you get a little bit further south, it becomes a little bit more mild, and temperatures are about where they should be for this time of year. El Paso, though, at 78, Dallas 43, Jackson, Mississippi at 60 degrees, and as you move up into the northeast, they've seen a ton of snow up there, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches in many of the region's snow belts. So they're continuing to see snow, and storms continue to march across the central and western part of the country, eventually making their way to the eastern seaboard. Here's that storm that I was just mentioning where they saw plenty of snow up and around, say, Vermont and New Hampshire. This is pulling out. We've got that zonal flow that I mentioned just going straight across the country in the cold air sitting along the Canadian border. As we move over the central part of the country, we're drying out a little bit over the Rockies right now, but another storm coming into the Pacific, and this one is tapping into some atmospheric moisture. This will be plowing into the Pacific Northwest. The cold air being brought down out of Canada, the plume of moisture in the Pacific. Watch the low march in, and as it does, it blows up and gives us heavy snow in the Sierra Nevada. We're talking 2 to 4 feet possibly. This storm finally makes its way into Southern California. And yes, that is an atmospheric river coming into Central California. We'll be on the southern fringe of it. The low digs south, brings cold air in, snow levels down to about 6,000 feet. So we might see some snow in our local mountains, certainly up in the Big Bear and San Gabriel Mountains. And then another storm comes in. Weak ridge of high pressure keeps it out of our region, but continues to move into the Pacific Northwest and bring snow into the Sierra Nevada. There's a look at your 7-day forecast, and notice by Wednesday we start to see that rain, and it sticks around. It could be heavy at times, mainly on Thursday into early Friday morning. So say late afternoon Thursday into 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday from Thursday. The same for the inland microclimates, and those overnight lows will feel very, very chilly. Now, we'll be right on the cusp of snow there. You see that 33-degree reading on Friday? We'll keep our fingers crossed for snow lovers here in San Diego. But this storm definitely packing a punch, bringing plenty of wind, and we could see for the coastline a half, maybe 3/4 of an inch by the time all is said and done. Mountains could see up to 2 inches, and even rain out into the desert. So you know it's got some punch to it. That's a look at your weather.